Well, just when we thought life was going to stabilize, COVID throws us another curveball. Hello, my friends. I am Cecilia Gorman. I hope you're staying sane and healthy as all these weeks wear on. You know what? I feel like this has been a test, a true test of humanity when it comes to our ability to be flexible. I doubt that there is anyone on this earth that hasn't been tested to some degree on their flexibility with everything that's been spiraling around them. Flexibility has asked us to adapt with a new work environment, to change or cancel our plans, to shift our finances, to navigate all the personalities and emotions and workloads and homeschooling that's in our homes, and really just getting good at handling the emotions and stressors and anxieties that are coming at us. I mean, all of that is pushing us to be more flexible person. It's a lesson that we're getting, and frankly, I don't know if we asked for it, but my friends, I want you to know this. You will be better because of it. I want to talk about how flexibility and how getting better at flexibility is going to help you at work. Well, first, if you just think about how you've been tasked to adapt to a new environment, okay? So you were pushed to work at home, technology changed, your meetings changed, maybe relationships with clients changed, and we didn't like it because, frankly, we're creatures of habit. We like autopilot, we like routine, we like knowing what's coming next, and with a change as big as that, some of our worlds got rocked a little bit. It's almost like, when you get a new boss or a process at work changes or your workspace shift, it takes us some time to acclimate to that. But in this pandemic, my friends, you've been tasked to change and to shift on hundreds of things, which means you got good practice at adapting to change. You got good practice at being flexible. And I know you didn't ask for this, but you're going to come out of this thing being more skilled at being flexible with other people and with other things that are changing around you. The other thing that you got really good at is your response to changing plans, right? Did your vacation get canceled? Did your client bookings get canceled? Did that trip to your mom's house get canceled? Even just dinner out got canceled. So to some degree, we like having plans because they give us, something to look forward to. It's like having a light at the end of the tunnel. When you've got a trip to Hawaii in June, you look forward to it, and it kind of pulls you through that mundane routine that you're in. And what this pandemic did is it snuffed out that light that was at the end of the tunnel. But you know what happened as a result of that? You got creative. All of us got creative. We learned how to do things in our boredom. We played games. We did crafts. We baked. I mean, hello, sourdough starter. We're making TikToks. We're figuring out technology. And all these limits that were put on us physically sparked this latent creativity gene that all of us had, but maybe was tamped down over the years. And I love that you were birthed into a new realm of creativity that's going to help you when you get back into work and when you're now around people. Being creative is one of the key skills that we need to be successful in business. And the final thing that we can apply to work that we've learned during all of this chaos is really how to handle stress. Like, we are all in the middle of this life experiment that is the biggest outcome of that experience is going to be us getting more resilient, okay? I think of resiliency like Magic Shell. Do you remember Magic Shell? It was that product that you put on top of ice cream, and when it hit the ice cream, it just instantly got hard. And the shell protected the dessert from melting and from everything else that was going to dive into it. So you too are learning to form a hard shell against all these crazy hardships. And being resilient means you're better equipped to handle difficult people. You're better equipped to maneuver in difficult situations. You're getting stronger in your ability to cope with all of these unknowns that keep coming at you. Despite how hard it is to learn the skill of resiliency, because usually that means you have to go through something tough, it's one of the best skills that you can have. My goodness. Now listen, you're becoming a different person because of this crisis. And when I say different, I mean better. Okay, you're becoming a better person because of this crisis. Do not forget that. Okay, you're more equipped to handle stress. You're more able to flex and adapt with everything that's going around you. You're more able to find creative solutions and to problem solve. You're more resilient to cope with whatever is still going to come. And these are essential skills. At work, they're essential skills just in your life. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 tips, 3 ways to practice being flexible at work. Here's the first one. When you get angry or frustrated with someone, with one of your coworkers or your boss, I want you to think, what does me being more flexible here look like? Okay, I just want you to pose that question to yourself, okay? And open yourself up to considering, what does me being more flexible look like? Open yourself up to step into that space where there might be a win-win versus staying rigid with your position or your point of view. Second tip is, before you say or type something that's snippy or sarcastic or defensive or aggressive, take one deep breath and ask, does this really matter? Are you getting angry and upset over something trivial? Are you getting defensive over something that in the grand scheme of life really is pretty minuscule? I think that question, does this really matter, is a good one for us. It can help kind of put us on the path to positivity. And the third tip is as you continue with long-standing processes or routines that maybe you have at work, if you would consider, is this still working for me? Is this still working for our team? That's the gut check to say, are we stuck somewhere in rigidity and we haven't actually been flexible because we haven't considered tweaking this process or shifting our point of view? So the question is this still working for me? You may find that it's time to make a tweak and to shift something that maybe you've been on autopilot and isn't serving you anywhere. So I know it's tough to be optimistic right now. Heck, daily I have to check in with myself and make sure I'm staying in positivity mode. But if you stay focused on how this crisis and how all of this change is serving you, how it's forging a better person in you, I promise that's going to pull you forward. Just like a diamond that comes out of coal, we need pressure to help us get there. Okay, my friends, this is your message for today. It's been on flexibility. Always believe in better. I am Cecilia Gorman. Take care.